Calling case P115788, City of Detroit versus the first name is spelled Ravinkumar. Last name is Patel. Civil infraction, speeding 16 to 20 miles per hour over the posted speed. Council appearances for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ryan Hill on behalf of Mr. Patel. I believe Mr. Potts told me there's an offer of impeding traffic. And if that's the case, Judge, I do have authority to enter this plea on behalf of my client. I'm asking 14 days to pay.
Okay, thank you. The offer is for blockading, counsel.
Yes, Judge, we'll take that.
Okay, and the court does acknowledge that you have the authority to represent your client on the civil infraction. And counsel, do you and your client stipulate to the face of this ticket for purposes of the factual basis?
So stipulated, Your Honor.
The court is satisfied and will accept your client's plea of responsible to an amended charge to blockading pursuant to the recommendation with the stipulation of probable cause.
So stipulated?
Okay, counsel, the court, there's a mandatory fine of $175, and you said that you will pay within 14 days. The 14 days will be April 8th.
Thank you, Judge. That's perfect. It's perfect.
Thank you. I just ask that you please make sure that your client is made aware of how he can make payment, he or she can make payment to this court, okay?
I will do so.
Okay, thank you. You have a great day.
Thank you, Judge. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye, Ryan.
Yeah.
Judge,
Yes.
I don't know if you want to do like no officers first.
It's up to Attorney Nance. Who would you like to hear first?
We can do the no officers, Judge. That would be Dudley Powell and Tiana Patrick.
These two.
Okay, maybe you're gonna have to help me. No, see, is there someone?
Okay, Judge, make me co-host and I can see. That's probably those two people that I was telling
Yes.
that I heard you tell you who they are. Okay, yep, I know who they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bring in Powell now, counsel. All right, good morning again to you, Mr. Powell. Calling.
Thank you for your
case
time this morning.
Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
I said, thank you for your time this morning. Thank you for your time.
Oh, no problem. Calling case SP 107-02272, City of Detroit versus Dudley Powell, count 1 misdemeanor loitering on public private property trespassing. And calling case SP 107-02271, City of Detroit versus Dudley Powell, count 1 misdemeanor, state of emergency disobeying executive order. Appearances for the record.
Good morning, Judge. Janeki Nance, P6886, appearing on behalf of Mr. Powell, who's appearing via Zoom. Mr. Powell, would you please state your name for the record?
Dudley Powell.
Judge, today is the date and time set for trial regarding these matters. At this time, the defense is ready to proceed. The officers who issued the tickets has not checked in with the court. Therefore, we move to dismiss, specifically Officer Kyle Presley on ticket number 2272. And I also believe the court indicated there was a state of emergency ticket. And I do believe, based on the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office, Judge, all those tickets were dismissed.
Yes, thank you, counsel. It was kind of hard for me to hear you, but I do believe I heard everything. I think we checked. Can you say something else, Attorney Nance?
Yes, can you hear me, Judge?
Oh, yes, that's perfect. Wonderful.
Okay.
Okay, no, thank you very much. Okay, so I do see here, today is the date and time scheduled for a trial at 8:35 a.m. Currently, the time is 10 a.m. Officer Kyle Presley, Kyle Presley has failed to sign to the court room, failed to answer the court's call, and is currently not present. For these reasons stated, this case will be dismissed for failure of the officer to appear. As counsel stated, as it relates to case SP 107-02271, the state of Michigan prosecutor's office has dismissed all of our state of emergency case tickets here at 36th District Court pursuant to an agreement with the court based upon a decision that was made by the Supreme Court. The court will dismiss this case as well if it has not already been dismissed. I believe it has, because that's why it's not on the docket today. But just for purposes of being clear on the record, that case is dismissed. Okay. All right, this does conclude your matters.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Mr. Powell, any questions or concerns, sir?
No, I truly appreciate you and thank you for your time.
You're very welcome. You have a great day and be safe. Goodbye.
Yes, ma'am. You're blessed and prosperous.
Thank you. All right, bringing in Ms. Patrick.
you pronounce it Tanaya, I believe.
All right, Ms. Patrick, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay, calling case P10807778, City of Detroit versus Tanaya Patrick. Count 1 misdemeanor, driving while license not valid or improper license. Count 2 misdemeanor, driving a registered or untitled vehicle. Count 3 misdemeanor, no insurance. Appearances for the record.
Janeki Nance appearing on behalf of Ms. Patrick. Ms. Patrick, would you please state your name for the record?
Tanea Patrick.
Judge, today is the date and time set for trial regarding her matters. At this time, the defense is ready to proceed. The officer who issued the ticket, Jessica Huber, has not checked in with the court. Therefore, we move to dismiss without prejudice.
And my apologies, Ms. Patrick, for mispronouncing your first name. Today is the date and time scheduled for trial at 8:35 a.m. Currently, the officers currently the time here is 10:02 a.m. The officers Jessica Huber, badge number 3606 of the Detroit Police Department. Officer Huber has failed to sign into the courtroom, failed to answer the court's call, and is currently not present. For these reasons stated, these 3 cases today will be dismissed without prejudice for failure of the officer to appear.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Ms. Patrick, any questions or concerns, ma'am?
No, ma'am. Thank you.
You're very welcome. You have a wonderful day and please be safe. Goodbye.
Thank you. Have a blessed one.
You too. Thank you.
And Judge, we can do Sherelle Parks next.
Okay. Ms. Parks? Ms. Parks, thank you. Good morning.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, calling case P1042-163, City of Detroit versus Sherelle Parks, count 1 insurance misdemeanor and 2 misdemeanor allowing a licensed driver to drive. Appearances for the record.
Janeki Nance appearing on behalf of Ms. Parks. Ms. Parks, would you please state your name for the record?
Sherelle Parks.
Judge, today's date and time set for trial regarding Ms. Parks' matters. Officer Brian Nelson did check in after conversation. There is a recommendation to dismiss, and we join that recommendation.
Ms. Parks, today is the date and time scheduled for trial. As counsel stated, your officer did check into this courtroom and made an offer. The court is going to adopt this plea recommendation to dismiss these cases for purposes of officer no recollection. These cases will be dismissed without prejudice with stipulation of probable cause. That's to both counts.
Related.
Thank you. Ms. Parks, do you have any questions or concerns, ma'am?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Ms. Parks, you have a wonderful day and please be safe.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.
If you'd like to do Mr. Eddie Powell, we can do him. If he's still in the waiting room.
Everybody's in the waiting room.
Okay, I didn't know. I thought 2 of them didn't come back. Okay.
Mr. Powell, please unmute yourself. We're ready to begin with your case. Good morning to you. Okay, calling case U319-92016, City of Detroit versus Eddie Powell. Count 1, offer to engage the services of another for an act of prostitution. Appearances for the record.
Janeki Nance appearing on behalf of Mr. Powell. Mr. Powell, would you please state your name for the record?
Eddie Powell.
Judge, today's the date and time set for an arraignment on the bench warrant. We ask that any cases be set aside and any warrants recalled.
So ordered.
Judge, I had an opportunity to speak with Mr. Powell in detail regarding this case. At this time, Mr. Powell would like to continue his not guilty plea. He would like to set this matter for trial. We've discussed the differences between a jury trial and a bench trial. After discussing them, Mr. Powell is requesting a jury trial. I don't know how the court is handling that, but he would like a jury trial.
Okay, at this time, the court is not conducting jury trials due to the phase, our opening phase with the State Court Administrator's Office for the state of Michigan, for Michigan State Courts as it relates to the pandemic. However, I would like to have the prosecutor down here. I've been told that tentatively the court, as of yesterday, will begin in-person jury trials potentially in the month of June. And so I can put a date out there But I'm not positive that it will go because I'm not sure whether the court will actually be open. I think it will all be determined by the amount of positive cases we have in our region, where this court is located. Do you understand that, Mr. Powell?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and Attorney Nance, have you reviewed the advice of rights with Mr. Powell today?
Judge, we went over some of the advice of rights. We did not go over the entire advice of rights form.
Okay, Mr. Powell, do you understand you have a right to a trial and the right to assistance of counsel at all proceedings?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you understand that you have the right to have counsel appointed to represent you at public expense in the event that you are unable to afford one and conviction could result in incarceration of any kind?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you understand that you have a right to a jury trial when required by law?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Powell, are you anticipating hiring your own attorney to handle this matter for you?
Oh, Your Honor.
Okay, and Mr. Powell, are you seeking appointment of counsel? You have to be, the only way this court will appoint you counsel is if you are unable to afford it. The court would have to do a determination as to whether you're determined to be indigent, which means that you are unable to afford an attorney. Are you requesting an attorney be appointed to you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, counsel, I am going to ask that we send you over the appointment of counsel form and have you review that with Mr. Powell, and have that filled out and returned to the court so that we can submit that through our process to see if he can be appointed counsel.
Okay, Judge.
Okay, and in the interim, I'm going to see if we can get the city prosecutor down here so that we can try and get a date that works for both. Well, if he's going to have, if we're going to try and appoint him counsel, then you know what I'm doing? I'm going to set this for a final pretrial with a note for a jury trial. Okay. All right.
Oh, 1 second, Judge.
All right. So, Mr. Powell, the court is going to continue your not guilty plea. Okay. Today. Thank you. And the court is going to have you speak again with Attorney Nance to determine, so we can have a form filled out for the court, so the court to determine whether you are truly indigent. And if the court determines that you are, the court will appoint a counsel to represent you in this matter, okay?
Well,
We are going to set this matter for a final pretrial for May 13th, 2021 at 8:35 a.m. And the court is going to continue a $0 personal bond in this matter. Mr. Powell, I'm going to place you in a break
I'm sorry,
room.
Judge. He did post a bond. I believe the bond is $250.
Okay, so we'll just continue the bond, okay? All right. Okay. All right, Mr. Powell, the court is going to assign you to breakout room 1. If you could join for me now, Attorney Nance will meet with you soon, okay?
yes, Your Honor.
Thank you so much. All right, Attorney Nance, while we do that, while Madam Clerk works on that, we are going to continue the cases, okay?
Okay, Ms. Peterson, Judge.
Ms. Peterson? All right, Ms. Peterson, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay, calling case 333-142, City of Detroit versus Evelyn Peterson. Count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 2, misdemeanor, no valid operator's license. Appearances for the record.
Becky Nance appearing on behalf of Ms. Peterson. Ms. Peterson, would you please state your name for the record?
Yes, Evelyn Peterson.
Judge, today is the date and time set for an arraignment on the bench warrant. We ask that any cases be set aside and any warrants recalled.
So ordered.
Judge, I've had an opportunity to speak with Ms. Peterson regarding her matter. She'd like to tender a plea and accept the recommendation.
Okay. Ms. Peterson, please raise your right hand for the one. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you'll give to the court today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you may lower your right hand at this time, ma'am. Counsel, did you and Ms. Peterson receive her advice and purpose today?
We did, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Peterson, do you understand the plea recommendation? If you plead guilty to an amended charge of failure to display with a dismissal of the no assurance count, that you will not have a trial of any kind?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand that you'll be giving up your right to have witnesses called in your defense at trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand that you'll be giving up your right to cross-examine any prosecution witnesses at trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you understand that you'll be giving up your right to testify or to remain silent without any inference being drawn from your silence?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and do you also understand that you're giving up your presumption of innocence and the requirement that guilt be proven beyond a reasonable doubt?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Peterson, has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything beyond this plea recommendation today to get you to tender a plea of guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Peterson, the court would now like to direct your attention to the date of March 8th, 2017 at approximately 11:45 a.m. Were you in the area of Mack Avenue eastbound direction in Beawick Street in the city of Detroit?
Yes, Your Honor.
Were you driving a 2007 black Chevrolet vehicle?
Yes, Your Honor.
And on that date, time, and location, ma'am, were you driving without a valid operator's license?
Yes, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Judge.
Factual basis for these pleas.
Satisfied,
I'm
Judge.
sorry. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, sorry, Ms. Peterson. Okay, counsel, at this time, would you please address this court on behalf of your client prior to dismissal?
Yes, Judge. Judge, Ms. Peterson has posted a $500 bond. She's advised me that currently she's no longer living in Michigan. She's living in Dayton, Ohio. This is the last set of tickets that she needed to require to handle in order to get her license, start the process to get her license, really get a license. So therefore, she's asking the court to sentence her to a monetary bond, a monetary sentence, fine, and take it out of her bond.
Understand. Ms. Peterson, I understand you are living out of state now and you are employed, correct?
Yes, ma'am. I work full time and I have 2 children.
Okay, thank you. The court's going to impose a minimum fine of $5, and then there's going to be mandatory court costs in the amount of $190, leaving you with a balance owing of $195. I understand you posted a $500 bond. That was a bond posted by you, or was it posted by a third party or bonds bill?
That was by me.
Okay, all right, the court will apply the bond, and the court will, I believe the number is 5228. Yep, okay. Ms. Peterson, I am going to send you a number right now, so that you can call, this is the number to the traffic division here at 36th District Court, and you can inquire regarding your bond. They will verify your current address and let you know exactly how much money will be returned back to you by way of check.
Oh, I did give them an update address when I came in for the bond, so hopefully that, well, I still call to make sure.
I absolutely think you should. I want to make sure that you know exactly how much money will be returned back to you. I cannot tell you that from the bank. And also, I want to make sure that they have the correct address so that that check does reach you correctly, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Peterson, and just for a record, I'm not sure if I stated it, the court will adopt your recommendation where, can I see that? The court will accept your plea of guilty to an amended charge on count 2 to failure to display, and will dismiss count 1 without prejudice for stipulation of probable cause as to both counts.
So stipulated.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Peterson, that does conclude your hearing for today. I hope that you have a wonderful day and be safe.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes, Ms. Peterson.
How do I get, can I get the number now or do I call to get the number?
I thought that it came up on your screen. I'm sorry. The number is 313-965.
965.
5228.
Say it one more time.
313-965-5228.
5228. Yes, ma'am. I got it, Your Honor.
All right. You take care and have a great day.
You
Goodbye.
too. Thank you. Bye.
Goodbye.
Mr. Pope still there?
Coach?
Yeah, Pope, he's the icon.
Okay. Mr. Pope?
Okay, thank you so much.
Mr. Pope, are you able to hear us? Mr. Pope?
Yes.
Okay, let's proceed with your case, sir. Calling case 715-261, City of Detroit versus
I'm sorry,
Raytis.
Judge. I'm sorry. Mr. Pope, you need to pull over.
I'm pulled over. I'm pulled over.
Okay, it looked like you were driving. I'm sorry.
No,
I just want to
no.
make sure. Okay.
Okay, thank you, counsel. I do appreciate that, yes, because we cannot have case, can't have anyone driving while we're hearing your case, Mr. Pope. Okay, calling case 715-261, City of Detroit versus Raytis Pope. Count 1 misdemeanor, improper plates. Count 2 misdemeanor, unregistered motor vehicle. Count 3 misdemeanor, no valid operator's license. Appearances for the record.
Becky Nance appearing on behalf of Mr. Pope. Mr. Pope, would you please state your name for the record?
Raytis Lamar Pope.
Judge, today's date and time set for an arraignment on the bench warrant. Therefore, we ask that any cases be set aside and any warrants recalled.
So ordered.
Judge, after speaking with Mr. Pope, he's advised me that he'd like to tender a plea and accept the recommendation from Assistant Corporation Counsel.
Okay, thank you. Counsel, was he? I just need to make sure he's been arraigned, okay?
Oh, yes, Judge.
Sorry about that. He has not.
Okay, he
Judge,
is not,
we waive formal reading, stand mute.
plea of not guilty will be entered on your client's behalf for all counts.
And Judge, as previously stated, I've spoken with Mr. Pope and he'd like to accept the recommendation of the prosecution and tender a plea.
Okay, Mr. Pope, please raise your right hand for the court. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give to the court today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you?
Yes.
Okay, you may lower your right hand at this time. Mr. Pope, counsel, have you reviewed your client's device of rights with him today?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Pope, do you understand if I accept your plea, that you will not have a trial of any kind?
Correct.
And do you understand that you'll be giving up your right to have witnesses called in your defense at trial?
Correct.
And do you understand that you'll be giving up your right to cross-examine any prosecution witnesses at trial?
Correct.
And do you understand that you'll be giving up your right to testify or to remain silent without any inference being drawn from your silence?
Yes.
And do you understand that you're giving up your presumption of innocence and the requirement that guilt be proven beyond a reasonable doubt?
Yes.
Okay. Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything beyond this plea recommendation today to get you to tender a plea of guilty, sir?
No.
And are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Pope, the court would like to direct your attention now to the date of May 2nd, 2020 at approximately 11:55 a.m. Were you in the area of Dexter Street, southbound direction, in Fullerton Street in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Were you driving a 2008 white Ford vehicle?
Yes.
And on that date, time, and location, were you driving without a valid operator's license?
Yes.
Okay.
That's right, Judge.
Thank you. The court is satisfied and will accept your client's plea of guilty as charged to 1 count of no valid operator's license on count 3 and will dismiss counts 1 and 2 without prejudice with stipulation of probable cause as to all counts.
So stipulated.
Thank you. Counsel, at this time, would you please address this court on behalf of your client?
Judge, after speaking with Mr. Pope has advised me that he's prepared to be sentenced.
Okay. Mr. Pope, are you employed, sir?
Yes.
Okay, is that full-time employment for you?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Pope, the court is going to impose a minimum fine of $5, mandatory court cost in the amount of $190, leaving you with a balance owing today of $195. Mr. Pope, are you able to make this payment today, or do you need time to pay?
Need time to pay.
Okay, how much time would you need?
Like 3 months or 2 months, rather.
Okay, the court will give you until May 20th. That gives you exactly 2 months to make payment, okay?
Okay.
Okay, and are you familiar with how you can make payment to this court?
I can come down to the Nurses Court and make it at the courthouse.
Okay, I'm also going to send you and counsel other ways that you can make payment to this court. The court just implemented a new system. It's called Phone Pay. And you can use this phone 24 hours. You can call this number 24 hours a day to make payment over the phone. You can also pay at any DivDat kiosk, which can be found at any local CVS. All right, you should have just received that on your screen. And you can also pay using the DivDat mobile pay app if you know how to download a mobile app. And lastly, you can make payments online directly to the 36th District Court, and the URL for the 36th District Court website has been sent to you by way of the chat. Do you see that?
Correct. Yes.
Check that information so that you have it.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Pope, any questions or concerns before we conclude your case today, sir?
No, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Pope, you be safe and you have a great day. Goodbye.
All right, you too. Thank you.
Barbara Phelps is in the room. We can do for next.
Ms. Phelps?
Yes, I'm here.
Hello, good morning to you. We're ready to hear your case.
Okay, I got disconnected. I apologize.
That's okay. Calling case P108245, City of Detroit versus Marla Phelps. Count 1, failure to display a valid operator's license. And do we have another case here? Let's see.
Yes, Judge, that's our second ticket, SP 108-24401, improper right turn.
Oh, you know what, I didn't print that.
Okay, hold on.
Sorry.
Madam Clerk is printing that for me now.
Sorry, Judge.
No, it's okay. Right, can I please have appearances for the record?
Janecki Nance appearing on behalf of Ms. Phelps. Ms. Phelps, would you please state your name for the record?
Marla Phelps.
And after having an opportunity to speak with Ms. Phelps, Judge, Ms. Phelps would like to tender a plea of responsible on ticket number SP 108-24401 and accept the recommendation of Assistant Corporation Counsel to reducing that to a blockading traffic and dismissing ticket number SP 108-24521. Judge, as it relates to the factual basis for the civil infraction, we will stipulate to the face of the ticket for purposes of the factual basis.
All right, very well. Ms. Phelps, if you could please raise your right hand and do you swear or affirm the testimony you'll give to the court today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you?
Yes.
Okay, may lower your right hand at this time. Ms. Phelps, has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything beyond this plea recommendation to get you to tender a plea of responsible today? You have to unmute.
Okay.
Did you hear my question?
Say it one more time.
Did anyone, you may lower your right hand first. Ms. Phelps, did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything beyond the plea recommendation today to get you to tender a plea of responsible to blockade?
No.
And are you pleading responsible on your own free will?
Yes.
Ms. Phelps, are you waiving your physical presence to be in this courtroom today, and are you agreeing to have this case heard by Zoom?
Yes.
The court will accept your plea of responsible, as counsel has stated already, that you are stipulating to the face of the ticket for purposes of the factual basis. And also the court will agree to set aside, he thought it was like that was a part of the plea recommendation, counsel, so the court will agree to set aside any thought as it relates to the civil infraction if one exists.
That's right. Thank you very much. On count 3.
I'm sorry?
There was a count 3, I believe, associated with that.
With the civil infraction?
Was that for no proof of insurance, Judge?
This is improper right turn, count 1.
So my understand, oh, okay. It was on the docket, so I did not know that it was in default.
Oh, yes. I did not know that either, but it's written on the plea recommendation, so I'm thinking that the prosecutor thought that it was in default. So just in case it is, I just wanted the record to be clear that I would set aside the default.
Judge, if we can just confirm with the court, I believe that there was a count 2 on this that was in default, and it was no proof of insurance that they wanted to set aside and dismiss.
Oh, okay. Can we check and see if there's a copy?
It is, Judge.
Okay, yes, Madam Clerk, please confirm she's printing that now. Thank you.
I just want want to make sure for Ms. Phelps' purposes, she understands that at this time, the court has accepted her plea of responsible for the improper right turn. It will be amended to a blockading traffic. The default count 2 on that ticket, SP 1082440, no proof of insurance, which was in default, is being set aside and dismissed, as well as ticket number SP 1082451 for no operator's license on person.
Correct. All right. So I do have that here. The court record also is calling SP 1082440. This case is being dismissed and the court will set aside the default on that case as well.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, and the court will accept your client's plea of responsible to an amended charge to blockading pursuant to the recommendation with the stipulation of probable cause.
So stipulated.
Okay, all right. At this time, the court is going to, Ms. Phelps, the state of Michigan imposes a mandatory fine of $175 to be paid within 14 days. Your payment would be due by April, I believe, 8th. Let me confirm that. April 8th. Are you able to make this payment by April 8th, Ms. Phelps?
Actually, I'm gonna make it immediately. I just gotta figure out what's the fastest way to pay it. Is there a website I can go to pay it right away?
Yes, and Ms. Phelps, I'm going to send you by way of chat information on how you can make that payment, okay?
Okay, that's fine. Yep.
You have multiple options available to you. All right, do you see that
Okay.
screen?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just screenshot that, and that gives you all the information you need on how you can make payment to this court, okay?
Yep. Gotcha.
All right, Ms. Phelps, any questions or concerns before we conclude your hearing today, ma'am?
No, that'll be it. Thank you to you and everybody involved. Thank you.
You're very welcome. You have a great day and be safe. Goodbye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Judge,
All right,
the last one is Ms. Parchman. Is she still in the waiting room?
Yes. Let me look. Ms. Parchman is the 1+7T. And Madam Counselor, we did get that last person, Soraya Pointer, and the officer is here.
Oh, okay.
So you didn't get a chance to talk to her, so.
Okay.
And I sent you, excuse me, Judge.
I have it. I have it.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, good morning, Ms. Parchman.
I don't think she's connected to video.
Oh, to audio, yeah, she's not.
Audio. And I don't know if she can see well.
Looks like she's trying to, did you have audio connection with her earlier?
Yes, we did.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, I think she. For Ms. Parchman? Yes. Let me see. There's no count free, Judge. She's not connected to audio, she just has video.
All right, Ms. Parchman? Okay, so what I'm going to do is, there are no other cases ready to be heard right now.